Casted. This mouth is not tight. Okay, okay. Let's move. I forgot I'm trying to make shorter video. So, I was thinking, you know, I want to say something. It is difficult for you as an atheist to convince me to become an atheist. It's very difficult. It is very, even if now it looks like I have a problem that I would for saying that even if you have issues, you keep pointing out issues with me believing in Christ and the God of Christ, of Jesus Christ. If you keep believing, if you keep giving me points on why this God is not really valid and stuff, it's still difficult for me to say, okay, let me become an atheist. I might switch to another religion or start believing in another God. But to say, okay, I don't want to believe that there's no God, it is very difficult. Like, I don't want to use the word impossible because one day we might wake up and realize that everything is. So I don't want to use the word impossible. I'm going to say it is very, 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 very difficult. So it's almost like there's no point. That is almost what it looks like. Now, why? Why is this? Why is this? There's something about serving, about believing in Jesus Christ. It is. Do I thought about this thing? It's not coming out like that from my mouth, but I'm going to try and make it sound the way I'm thinking it in my head, or I'm going to try and make it look like the way I'm thinking it in my head. So, believing in Jesus Christ is a win-win something. Like, what do I have to lose, really? If eventually we find out that, wow, this Jesus Christ, whatever, is all a made-up story and we were like, there's no God anywhere, or there's no point in, what am I losing? What am I losing? Somebody should please tell me, because I can't think of anything. I don't think I'm losing anything. Then, if eventually we die and find out that truly there's a God, and which is Jesus Christ, I am winning. So there's no really. I'm a trader. I trade, and I am someone that is used to taking risk. But this is a risk-free business. Like, there's no risk here at all. As somebody, maybe I'm not thinking hard enough to realize the risk. So somebody can please tell me. Because why I'm saying there's no risk, I'm not living my life off of the Old Testament. I'm saying I don't care about the Old Testament. I don't give two F's about the Old Testament. I'm just focused on Jesus Christ. Because why? Why don't I give two F's about the Old Testament? Jesus Christ, what Jesus Christ preach and what I'm reading from the Old Testament, there are big differences. There are big differences. At the end of the day, it's people that preach this Bible to us that make us to feel like Jesus Christ, the God of the Old Testament, and Jesus Christ are the same God. They might be. I can't, like, you can bring all sort of points to tell me that they are the same. But I am not dumb. I am reading what Jesus Christ teaches. Jesus Christ does not teach anything like what the Old Testament Bible does. Like what those Old Testament prophets are saying that God tell them to say or tell them to do. Or like, you know what if you read the Old Testament, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of those things do not really correlate with Jesus Christ preaching and teaching, which is what I am living my life based off of. I'm living my life based off of the preaching of Jesus Christ and nothing else. I don't care about whatever thing anybody wants to talk about in the Bible. Anything that does not involve Jesus Christ, I am off. My hands are off. Anything else I'm doing that does not involve Jesus Christ, then it's me falling for temptation or doing the wrong things. It's not me following any other thing again. So what do I have to lose in following Jesus Christ? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. All I have to do is love my neighbor, which simply means love every single person I meet. Do not hate anybody, and love God. Shikina. I don't need to do anything again. Like, what can you? And if eventually I die and find out that Jesus Christ is a sham, is a scam, even if there is another God that is like the main God and it's not the God of Jesus Christ, it is going to be crazy, and I'm ready to go to anywhere. Like when I mean anywhere, I'm ready to take any punishment that God is going to give me just because I love my neighbor and He's going to punish me for that. Just because I love my fellow human being and every other person, no matter the race, no matter the color, no matter the tribe. I love every single person, which I believe is what Jesus Christ preached, which is the two greatest commandments Jesus Christ said in the Bible: love your neighbor and love your God. That is the two greatest commandments. So just because I live by those two things, some God somewhere now come and say, why will you love your neighbors? And then they will punish me. Hell, go ahead and punish me. I don't care at this point. So at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? That's just the question. Even you that say now you're an atheist, you don't believe there is no problem. I'm not, now you have to look like I'm trying to preach. I'm going to tell you about Jesus Christ. I'm going to keep telling people about Jesus Christ, but I'm not going to force you to believe. I'm not even going to debate it. I live by this parable this principle that God is supreme or able enough to prove Himself. And if He does not prove Himself to you, then whatever you think about Him is true. That's just all I can say. If you think He is fake, He's not real, as long as He does not prove Himself to you, no problem. I will tell you about Him. You don't have to believe me. If He does not prove Himself to you, I'm not debating with you. I'm not following you to drag if He is the right God or is the true God. I don't care. I am not worshiping the God of Jesus Christ because He is the true God. I believe in what He stands for, and I believe in Him. I believe in Jesus Christ. Come and shoot me. This thing is actually making more sense in my head when I was thinking about it than now that I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm not having that feeling I was having when I was thinking about it. Like when I was thinking about it, there's this rest, there's this calmness, there's this joy, there's this feeling of settlement in my heart. Like, what do you have to lose, bro? What are you really losing? I'm trying to think. What would be the problem? Was I not supposed to love my neighbor? Is that it? Like, so I've said my piece, and I'm telling you you can still think about it if you want to. You can still decide to be an atheist. You can decide to follow any other God you want to follow. Jesus Christ also told me. He also told me, I don't know if He tell you, but it's only me that is telling. He also told me that I should love you. Be you atheist, be you any other religion. As long as you are human, I love you. As I love myself. That's just the principle I'm living my life by. And it's just that simple. God bless. Peace.